EDF4430 students, welcome to my video presentation about your parent letter and syllabus assignment. This assignment is all about creating a document to explain assessment expectations for your students and your parents. Here we go. The FEEPs for this particular assignment are for the teacher candidate to model clear, acceptable oral and written communication skills, to collaborate with home, school, and the larger community to foster communication and to support student learning and continuous improvement, and to identify and apply policies and procedures for the safe, appropriate, and ethical use of technology. The product of this assignment is a parent letter or syllabus. It can be related to the field placement that you're in, or you can also do it based on the ideal classroom that you want to teach in the future. The document should reflect either Volusia or Flagler County Schools, or if you're at Florida Virtual or another district, it should represent those districts' grading policies. So to prepare for this assignment, you need to either ask your host teacher or do some research in your school to see his or her syllabus or parent letter, or you can find an example on the internet by just doing a quick search. And so some of the main components of this parent letter are your grading criteria. Typically that includes some sort of explanation of diagnostics, formatives, and summatives. It should add up to 100%, and again, it should follow your district policies. Should also include the grading scale. The grading scale is pretty typical no matter what district you're in. That 90 to 100% is an A, etc. However, please note that if you are in a kindergarten, VPK, or first grade, that grading scale does look a little different. It usually is typically symbols or numbers or something along those lines. What you see on your screen here is sort of an older version of a VPK kindergarten scale, so you'll need to do a little bit of research to see what's the latest and greatest. Also, within this section, please explain the platform that students and parents will get the grades on. So, for example, in Volusia County Schools, it may be Gradebook, while in Flagler, it may be Skyward. This is an example of a gradebook portal. This is where, as a teacher or as a future teacher, this is what you put your grades in, and this is sort of what the parents and the students see on their side. As you'll see, it also includes policies or includes examples of absences and tardies. So in your parent letter, you need to also give an explanation about your policy if a student is tardy to class, or if they're absent, should they expect, where can they get their missed assignments, if what you count as an excused absence or an unexcused absence, as well as what to do if a student has late work or missing work, or if you allow makeups for failed assignments. Those policies should all be in your parent letter or your syllabus. The other thing that you need to include in your parent letter or syllabus is a statement about technology use. Technology use covers all kinds of technology, such as tablets, computers, videos, etc. So it needs to be sort of a broad technology use policy. Your school or district may have one, or you can use the one that comes exactly from the FEEP, saying that in your classroom you'll be expecting students to use technology in a safe, appropriate, and ethical way. You also need to have a statement about students who need accommodations, and it can simply be that. You can simply say, in my classroom, I will provide all necessary accommodations for students who have IEPs, which are individualized education plans, EPs, which are education plans, or those who need ESOL services. You don't need to go into an explanation of what those things are. You just need to have a statement in your parent letter or syllabus saying that you will provide those appropriate accommodations. You also need to include a brief description of your behavior policy. You may be at a PBIS school, so you can include that. You may have something that is standard across grade level or for your content area. Typically, it is some sort of behavior expectations. You need to have both positive consequences as well as negative consequences explained in your parent letter and what those steps look like. Also, in your parent letter, please include your contact information, but please keep it specific to the school. So give the school number, your school email address, nothing personal, and please make sure that you designate times when parents can reach out to you. So for example, they can reach out to you during the school day or maybe after school or before school, but not on the evenings, not on the weekends. The weekend is your time to recharge and reconnect. Let parents know that you will get back to them within 48 hours. 2 days is a pretty good response. Of course, you always want to try to get back to them as soon as possible, but it's reasonable to have 2 business days to get back to a parent. And then finally, you can add a couple of those special things in your parent letter syllabus if you want to put what the schedule is, or if you're in elementary, you talk about what kind of specials and the kind of clothing that they'll need for those specials. Perhaps you want to put a supply list or a donation list or anything else that you think can help make your letter positive and professional and communicate your expectations to the parents. So here are 2 student samples. As you can see, one is for elementary and one is for secondary. The elementary one has a lot of super cute clip art. The secondary one's a little bit more formal, but either way, you want to keep it professional and positive and just make parents feel welcome and that their children are in good hands with you. The other thing I recommend is to try and limit your parent letter to no more than 2 pages. You want to make sure that parents can read it, get their information that they need quickly, and you don't want to make it too long because after a while they may just tune out. So when you are done with your parent letter, you need to upload it to the assignment section of the course shell under parent letter / syllabus. Please make sure that you upload it by the due date so that you get all the credit that you deserve. You also need to include, when you do your upload, you need to include a title page as well as a reference page. And you can upload those documents separately. So you can have one document for your title page and reference page, and then one document for your actual parent letter. I've had students do parent letters in Canvas, PowerPoint. I've had them do them in Word, PDF, all different kinds of formats, so that's fine. I do have a rubric for you in the course content shell, so I would use that as sort of a checklist to make sure that you include all the different parts of your letter. And once again, just reiterating, that proper APA format for the title page and references. The actual parent letter itself does not need to be in APA format, but your title page and references do. As always, reach out to me if you've got any questions. I hope that you enjoy this assignment. This is one of the assignments that I get alumni come back and tell me that is super useful to them, that they have ready for open house, and that parents appreciate. All right. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, let me know.